Today we start the practice by emphasizing returning back to the body. So shifting from the disembodied state of our normal daily life. So the disembodied state is being in your head, being in your concepts, being in your stories, being in your judgments, and kind of make that the center of your experience. So shifting from this disembodied state, becoming aware of the disembodied state, and shifting to a loving presence in your body. So while we sit here, we start by becoming aware of the posture, returning to the posture, becoming aware of the breath, returning to the breath. And as I said yesterday, we can be inspired by the posture of the Buddha, like sitting like a Buddha. So that means the chest is open, there's a softness in the front, or a soft belly, a softness in your heart. And this is possible because you feel some strength in your back, you're supported in your back. And it's a posture of a warrior. And maybe some of you can connect with the posture of horse riding or martial art or dancing, or somewhere in your life where you have been aware of your posture and where that dignified way of being was part of. Horse riding, fencing, some dances where you bring a dignified posture into it. Tai Chi or Qigong or any martial art. So soft front, soft belly, soft heart, strong back. And while you sit here, you can play with that. So be curious about the posture. It's a kind of body work. It's a very subtle body work. Not much happens, but you start to notice what a difference made when you tilt your hips in a different way. You start to notice how it feels when you imagine that there's a string attached which pulls you up a bit. And you might want to remember the earth-touching mudra of the Buddha. I mean, not doing it, but kind of feeling it. I have the right to be here. This is my space. And when the Buddha sat down under the Bodhi tree in the night when he awoke to his true nature, he actually had this intention: I'm not going to move, I'm going to stay with whatever arises. So that's also something we can bring here into this sitting. I'm going to stay with as much love as possible with whatever arises. And probably one of the experiences which will arise for you, particularly in the first 2 days, is being tired. Just becoming aware of how tired you are, how exhausted you are. And that's not a problem. Sometimes in the beginning of the retreat, particularly, people then ask, well, what should I do? I'm so tired. So what should you do? Being lovingly aware as much as possible. In your body. So the question is always, how does this feel in my body? What's happening in my body? That's the first foundation of mindfulness. And to Bring your attention into the body. Sometimes when you then notice that you get very much involved into the sticky story, the one who is kind of, maybe you have already a sense what this will be for you, the sticky story, something which returns. So possible direction to go is to ask yourself then, how does this feel in my body? Maybe you have, for example, a difficult relationship at home, and it comes. So it comes into this retreat. You thought you would have a break, but no. He's just sitting here on your lap. Or she, or the situation in your work, or whatever. So a possible direction to go is to ask yourself, where is this in my body? How does this feel in my body? And to hold it gently, touch it softly there, in your belly, in your heart, or in your shoulders, wherever those stories express in your body. Then a possibility is to see, if you get really sucked into the story again and again, that you open your eyes. So you ground yourself again with the haircut of the person sitting in front of you. Or even better, the Buddha. So you come, it's like to emphasize reality. And you emphasize reality by emphasizing the five senses. So this hearing, the seeing, the tasting, the smelling, and the felt sense in your body. And returning to that. And I like emphasize, in Swedish, betona. Because it gives the space for the other things also to happen. So we are not trying to get rid of anything. There's enough space for the sounds and for your thoughts and for the stories. It's a matter of what do you want to betona. And what we want to betona, particular throughout the retreat, but particular now on the first day, is the sensation in your body and the other senses. I think one of the factors which can support you in that move to betona reality is gratefulness or appreciation or wonder, curiosity. Curiosity towards the richness of life, towards the wonder and mystery of life. It's just like breathtaking. And you will miss it. All the things which we take for granted right now, like breathing or looking, seeing, or hearing, or having a feeling, even if it's a miserable one, you will miss it. You will even miss the miserable feelings. So let's play with that. Let's play meditation. And take a few moments to adjust your posture. So we will sit for about 20 minutes, and then I will say a few words about walking meditation. So inspired by the posture of the Buddha, with a strong back and a soft front. Can you connect with a sense of dignity by opening the chest, relaxing the shoulders. The head is balanced with the chin slightly tucked in. And it's not stiff, but soft and alive, the posture. And there's a sense of shifting to the being mode. Just sitting and being carried by the earth. And then allow yourself as best as you can to connect with a sense of maitri, of friendliness, of kindness. And maybe that is possible for you by evoking the presence of the Dalai Lama, or Jesus, or an angel. Gravitating with your loving attention into the root of your body, into the trunk of your body. And the breath can support you in that gesture. And breathing into the belly, into your heart. While allowing everything to be just as it is. And you're meeting yourself just as you are. As it says in the poem, arriving at your own door, and meeting yourself as a friend. And then if something in your body calls for attention, for your loving attention, then you allow that to happen, and that might be something unpleasant or something pleasant. So you welcome whatever arises, breathing into. All senses are open.